Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Neyah for those of you who are new, and in this channel I decided to focus on giving you divine guidance from your spirit guides and angel. If you want extra content that includes, more pick-up cards, zodiac predictions, witchcraft videos, energy work, you can check my e-courses and my Patreon, and you can subscribe to this channel because probably very soon I will notify you for a new channel that I'm working on. But for the moment I am back and I've decided to dedicate this channel just to tarot and angelic readings, which is what I've been doing for 3 years. So subscribe if you're just interested in tarot and divine guidance. So with this disclaimer, without further ado, I want you guys to focus and concentrate and choose with your gut feeling, because this pick a card, this tarot reading is about your divine guidance, what you need to know from the angels and the higher realm right now. What is the message that will resonate more with you, where you're going with your path, all of that jazz. So focus and concentrate, and you can choose between deck number 1 or also Aquamarine. I love this stone, it's so beautiful. Pile number 2, which is also rose quartz, also another beautiful gem, and pile number 3, Lapislazzuli. Guys, take your time. I am going to play a sound with my third eyeball that will allow you to open your third eye chakra, or at least to help you out in choosing the piles. So don't rush and pause the video in case you need to reflect more upon the cards, and the timestamps are found down below. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Let all your worry fade away at this time so you can connect with the right pile in your divine guidance from the higher realm, from the angels, your ancestors, and spirit guides. There is no need to worry, and you cannot be wrong. The right pile will come to you and will be exactly what you need to hear at this time. I hope you guys had enough time, and I'm going to move ahead for those of you who chose pile number 1, your divine guidance. You have chose the stone Aquamarine. Aquamarine is a beautiful stone that I decided to pick just for you guys because it represents usually I advise this stone for people that are in intense stress. They cannot communicate very clearly, but moreover, it's truly about finding your soul project. I don't like to talk about purpose because, in my opinion, if you have watched also my video, The Soul Project, you guys know that I think that everybody has a purpose and it's their own existence, and your purpose is the same as everybody else in a way, and it is to grow, expand, and evolve your existing reality as well, of course, as the reality of other people. But the way you're going to go about it, it's very personal and unique to you, and that is the soul project. And so the Aquamarine is a perfect stone because it has such delicacy that allows the person that uses it or wears it to connect with the soul project, or if you prefer, purpose, in a very gentle way. So I feel for those of you guys who chose pile number 1, it could be that you feel very confused at this time, or what is the direction of your life, or maybe you have taken some very important decision, but you don't know whether or not this decision are going to work out in the long term in regards to your purpose. Now, the way I lay down the cards for you is in this way. We're going to see a major arcana, which is the representative of your journey and your energy right now. Then we're going to have 3 tarot cards and the answer from the angels with this tiny deck over here, and an oracle to clarify all your readings. So I'm going to put the answer and the oracle just right here, and we're going to look at your energy first with the major arcana. Very nice. You guys have the High Priestess card, which is this one that you can see. The High Priestess represents the sign of Pisces, ruled by Neptune. The High Priestess is obviously a symbol of our intuition, is the symbol, you know, of our mind, of the moon as well, and is the symbol of our knowledge. Now, for some of you, pile number 1, it could be that with the High Priestess, you guys are psychic or have innate psychic abilities, or perhaps just right now, by the time that you're watching this divine guidance, you are feeling that some of your psychic abilities or some of your intuition are awakening, and they are really enlightened at this time. So pile number 1, it's very important at this time that more than worry about whether or not you've taken the right decision or whether or not you are on the right path, instead of worrying, you have to tune in to the divine forces within yourself, because you have the universe inside of you in a way, which is your soul and is your greatest guru. It's even beyond the universe, because when we're talking about the universe, we're still talking about something that is material, but the soul belongs to the non-physical. If you want to know more about the subject, you can watch my video entitled The Afterlife. Your soul is constantly residing in the spirit world, and at the same time, it's pretending to having a human experience. So every time that you tap into your greatest guru, which is again your soul, you're truly tapping more than just your life purpose. You're truly tapping the greatest wisdom of all. And this is what is your divine guidance. This is your energy. You have great wisdom within yourself, and even though perhaps you might feel sometimes lost, you actually are never lost because of the wisdom that resides within you. So your energy is telling you that you have the law within yourself. What does it mean to have the law within yourself? The High Priestess holds the laws of the universe, and she's only sharing it with people that are worthy enough. So this is also, I feel, a warning for you to the way you share information and to who you share your information. I feel that even though you might be very generous, you have to practice healthy boundaries at this time and be wary of what you share and to who you share certain informations, whether this is cosmic laws of the universe or just about yourself. But obviously, on a more mundane plane and general plane, the High Priestess does indicate that this is a perfect time for you to tap into this Neptunian energy, to go beyond the illusion, working through your imagination to create something that is truly of divine nature. And as I said that, I saw a sparkle, so definitely you do also have spirit guides and angels around you at this time. Well, I do believe that we always have them, but I feel that right now, pile number 1, you're really capable to see them. Now, let's look at the tarot cards. We do have the Devil card, which is Capricorn over here. We do have the King of Pentacles, which is another Capricorn / Taurus and Virgo card. And we do also have the Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We're entering, Aquarius season. If we didn't already, sorry, I'm not very tuned in with astrology. So this is very peculiar. And I feel also Capricorn is very strong for you, whether it is in your Saturn or whatever else in your astrology. I feel that you have been, okay, I see various pattern, pile number 1. With the Devil, of course, it could be that you had some negativity thrown at you, even though I feel that even if evil eye can exist, okay, and people can throw negative energy at you, you don't have to worry, because in the minute that you tap into your High Priestess mode, into your higher consciousness, there is really nothing there to be in fear, because you're elevating yourself to a higher vibration, and therefore even if people throw some bad energy at you, it just cannot resonate and they cannot do anything to you in actuality. So that could have been with the devil, or the devil could have been caused by you out of negative thoughts, fears, some addiction, perhaps in relationships, or addictions with food, not eating healthy, you know, anything that you have been doing that it's not being the healthiest for you. And so this divine guidance, in my opinion, with the King of Pentacles and the Page of Swords in the future, because I see this as past, present, and future, wants to tell you right now, pile number one, that you need to really heal from this devilish energy, whatever it is that you are doing that was lowering your vibration. And instead of trying to do something like acting upon what you think will be best, first you need to tap into your soul. First, you need to take a step back and relax and really allow divine intervention or even divine inspiration to come into place. Second, with the King of Pentacles in the present moment, I feel that the divine guidance that you need to hear the most is to regain your power back, to claim your power back, and regain your life back. Because I feel with this High Priestess and the Devil card, what the angels have been trying to say is that you let devilish or lower energy affect your life too much, to a point where you have lost yourself, and now you feel that you are in confusion. You feel with this Aquamarine stressed out, in anxiety, that you're not able truly to see the light at the end of the tunnel, or you don't know where you're going, you don't know what your purpose is. But in actuality, what the angels are really pointing out over here is that this is not true. This is not an illusion, because you have been feeding lower energy for a while. You have been leaking energy out in a way or another. I go deeply around the topic of linking your energy out in my e-course, Co-Creating Your Own Reality, or in my Patreon as well. But this is what I am seeing, okay, without talking for hours about it. And with the King of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, especially in the future, it's almost like you're gonna remain lost if you don't tap into your soul first. And second, you're gonna remain in this very lower vibration if you are not going to apply boundaries with other people, but especially also if you're not going to be curious about life and try something new with the Page of Swords, study new things, because the King of Pentacles is a master of finances, business, new endeavors. And with the Page of Swords, I feel, pile number one, that the primary guidance that I'm hearing for you is the fact that you need to go back and study so you can get passionate back about something that perhaps you don't pay attention to, or you don't know exactly what it is at this time. Now, to go even more specific, pile number one, with this reading and the Devil and the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles as well, but especially these two cards together, it could be that if you're dealing with a relationship, you have been stalked by somebody, or there is definitely somebody that has been stalking you a lot and putting a lot of negative energy into you. And obviously this is going to be a very specific message just for a few of you, but if that is the case and this is resonating with you, it's very important that you just don't even pay attention, or perhaps if it's becoming something very dangerous, that you go ahead and talk to somebody that can protect you, because this can be very toxic, very unhealthy energy. And so be mindful of that. And this is only a very specific message. Of course, take it with a pinch of salt. Don't get worried if it doesn't resonate. It doesn't mean that this is going to happen in the future. I'm saying just for the people who resonate with this. But it could be that somebody's is stalking you, because the Page of Swords, it's somebody that is very stalkerish, like very attentive, studies people, and with the Devil bringing the energy down, it could be that you also feel down because of this behaviors done to you. And this could be a brunette person or a brunette woman or boy. But apart from this as a specific message, I feel that the divine guidance that you need to hear, no matter who you are and whatever you're watching this video, is to reclaim your life back, to reclaim your power back. And first and foremost is by tapping to your inner guidance and to your inner guru, inspiration, which is your soul with the High Priestess. Retreat if it's necessary to heal, and then start studying something new that can make you more empowered, because I feel otherwise otherwise you will just go around in circle doing the same thing and not understanding that this is the trick of the devil. And in a way, the trick of the devil is to tell you that it doesn't exist so it can affect you even more because you don't pay attention to it. So it's like you need to tap into what the devil energy is for you right now so you can liberate yourself, claim your power back, and study new plan, new endeavor, new things in the future that can make you feel passionate again, okay? This is the divine guidance that I'm prominently hearing for you, and I apologize because I always see the cards like really bented, so I really apologize for that. So let's see now what is the answer from the angels. Nice. Listen to your intuition. So the angels are saying exactly what I told you at the beginning of the reading. You must listen to your intuition that is telling you and warning you about something or someone in your life. This again could be a project, an endeavor, an environment, a situation, a specific person or people. You know yourself, you know your life, so fit the message where it needs to fit. But it's imperative for you as a divine guidance that I'm bringing for you at this time that you truly tap into your inner power and your inner wisdom so you can understand where this devil energy is stemming from. You can let go of it, you can banish it away, and later on reclaim your life for new endeavors. For instance, I hear another message for you, pile number one. If you thought about, maybe I should give this person or this job another chance, think twice, go back inside your intuition, because I feel with the Page of Swords in the future, it is very likely that the angels and your higher self as well is asking you to go towards a completely new direction. But in order to do that and to bring a new beginning into your life with that Page of Swords, the first thing that you got to do, first, listen to your intuition. Second, studying. And don't rush anything. This is not the time for rushing into any action, but to really make a solid plan, studying also what is it that you're truly passionate about and where you want to go, how you want to go about it, being systematic and logical about it rather than being emotional, because I think that will help you out in the long run, considering the cards that I'm seeing for you. And I think this is a bit like how you will overcome personally your challenges, if it makes any sense. Now let's get the clarifiers with the Oracle card. Beautiful. We have the goddess Sekhmet, the lion goddess, the lioness. So it could be that the lion is your spirit guide or your spirit animal, and shout out to the lion. The lion also does represent Archangel Ariel in the 12th Archangel. And we have the Temple of Carnelian entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. This card also does represent the solar plexus chakra. So for instance, it could be that your solar plexus chakra right now is suffering, and there are multiple ways in which the solar plexus chakra can show up symptoms of suffering or being blocked. And it could be, intestine problems. I'm sorry, I know it sounds so gross, but it's true. Or it could be, nausea, or you're gaining weight out of nowhere, or for instance, you're losing weight out of nowhere. Or perhaps like you feel that you cannot eat certain food, you never feel energized, you feel very weak. And it's very important with the Temple of Carnelian also that you work on your lower chakras, not just the highest, because I feel with the listen of your intuition and the High Priestess card, it could very much be that you guys are so tuned in with the spirit world, with your third eye and the crown chakra and the throat chakra, that you're kind of letting go of the lower realms. And the root chakra and the lower chakras are as important as the higher, because they're all making who you are and they are all running down your spine, in my opinion. So for example, take care of the food that you eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, practice squats or abdominals, exercise, especially with the Temple of Sekhmet, or just generally whatever will fit for you. Try to take care of yourself at this time in order to become stronger stronger to overcome this devilish energy. And with the Temple of Carnelian and the Sekhmet card, it is obvious, in my opinion, that your divine guidance right now, pile number 1, it's to be really strong, because you can overcome this challenge of the devil. Is actually, in my opinion, not even that big as you think, but you can only do it if you accept the present moment and you accept the fact that you gotta be strong. You gotta look deeper into your gifts, so your gifts will make you overcome your challenges, and not only will empower you with this King of Pentacles, but in my opinion, you will allow yourself to enter a new dawn, which is very important for you, in my opinion, pile number 1. But it's almost like I'm sensing a sort of resistance on your side. And that's why with the Temple of Carnelian, the angels want to clarify, you got to be strong. And strong doesn't mean necessarily aggressive or action oriented. To be strong, it means that you have the strength to tap into your intuition, to your soul, admit to yourself, not your failures necessarily, but admit to yourself, okay, this is not working out for me. I got to move on. I got to change. I got to do it in a right way. And also accept the fact that perhaps this is a time not for doing anything, but just to recharge yourself. And by doing that, which is really proving to yourselves and to others that you're strong, you can empower yourself and begin something new. Moreover, if we're talking about, for instance, with the Devil card, about an addiction, a relationship, a codependent attitude of some sort, it takes a lot of strength to overcome this challenge, but you can do it, and your strength is indeed inside your soul. So again, as a divine guidance that I'm hearing for you is to be strong. This is absolutely necessary at this time. You cannot escape overcoming this challenge. You must reclaim your power so you can enter and tap and tune in yourself into better opportunities, horizons, and gifts. Okay, so this is what I'm hearing for you, pile number 1. I hope the reading resonated with you and made sense. Comment down below and let me know your stories. For extra content, you find me on Patreon, as I post a lot of different stuff over there in regards to energy work, witchcraft, and so much more. And for private reading, also the link is down below that will lead you directly to my Etsy shop. And I see you each other later in another of my videos, and divine. Okay, pile number 2. Here you are, pile number 2. This is your pile. You chose the rose quartz. Beautiful stone, because the rose quartz, everybody says, is the stone that is associated with love. But I want to say, what type of love? The rose quartz is not just a crystal that you use to attract any sort of love, or, you know, if you're single and you want love. This is a stone, actually, that if you wear it, and I don't know, because not a lot of people know this, but if you wear rose quartz, this stone will actually repel anybody that doesn't have the highest intention and purest intention towards you. And by doing that, many people that actually use rose quartz, usually they split up, or they don't understand why they were dating someone and this person completely disappeared, poof. Because rose quartz will allow you to will protect your field and will only allow good, pure soul to enter your vibration. And when it comes down to manifesting love, for instance, it will only manifest a soulmate, or will only manifest to somebody that's truly unconditional in your, you know, it's truly unconditional towards you. That's why when I did the love spell, I always put rose quartz, because I trust the stone so much. So I don't know if that is the message that you need to hear, but I thought it's worth saying it. So how it's going to work, I'm going to lay down one major arcana, which is going to be your energy, your overall energy by the time that you're watching this video. Mind you, this pick a card tarot reading is timeless. Then we're going to have past, present, and future with the tarot. We're going to have the answer from the angels with this beautiful tiny deck over here, and clarifiers through the oracle with this card. Okay, so I'm going to put the answer and the clarifiers over here. We're going to look at it in a minute, and let's talk about your overall energy. As a major arcana, you do have the Fool card, and the Fool card in this particular deck is associated with Gerald Gardner. If you have watched my videos that I made, now they're on my Patreon, about the Book of Shadows or witchcraft or things like that, you know that Gerald Gardner is the father of Wicca, and he is the person who has created the Rede, which can be summarized into do whatever you want as long as you don't harm anybody. And in this particular deck is the Fool card, representing naivete, representing new beginning, original ideas, and really going for things that are part of your purpose and your future with a light heart and a playful heart. Now, with this Fool card, what I want to say to you, pile number 2, is this. People always think that happiness cannot be reached, and happiness is temporary and is something that we just are gonna have once in a while because of things that happen outside of ourselves. Well, not true in my opinion, and not just in my opinion. What happens is when happiness comes from things that are outside of yourself, for instance, from a relationship or from a thing that you bought, from a nice home, from a holiday, sure, it's happiness, but at the same time, of course, it's going to be temporary because it's rooted in something that it's not true and is illusionary in nature and is temporary in and of itself. A holiday doesn't last forever, and neither a home doesn't last forever. Everything that you own doesn't last forever. It's because your life doesn't last forever. Your life meaning your human experience. But when you resonate with love and joy, joy is of divine nature, and that is something that you find inside of yourself. It's not something that is rooted outside of you. Joy is rooted in source energy. Joy is rooted in your divine nature, and it translates itself into happiness that, materialistically speaking, looks like playfulness, okay? So when you are playful, you are joyful, and therefore you are aligned with the divine. I hope this doesn't confuse anybody, but just so you know, you cannot have anything around you and still be super playful, therefore super joyful. And this is the energy that I'm picking up for you, pile number 2. I feel, pile number 2, that a lot of things have been going down for you, actually. Let me tell you the honest truth of what I'm picking up. I feel maybe you have broken up, or maybe it's not that, but like you lost your job, or things just don't work out. But for some odd reason, you feel so playful and so joyful. And it is because of this overall energy that I'm picking up for you that you're really at the beginning of a new journey. And this new journey, pile number 2, is going to be super creative. It's going to allow you to truly feel even more like yourself. And moreover, I am seeing that this age of Aquarius will allow you to not feel ashamed about your quirkiness or the fact that you are the underdog or you are different from other people. All people are different, but some people are more different than the others, I might say. And you're one of the odd ones. You're one of the weird ones. But this is in a good way, because I feel that due to your quirkiness, weirdness, different, you're going to be able to create, especially in this period, something very innovative or something brand new, like something fresh, something that is needed. Like Gerald Gardner back in his days created Wicca, which was such a beautiful, in my opinion, religion for witches, because before Gerald Gardner, due to Aleister Crowley and due to other people, witchcraft never had really any laws or any rules. Therefore, yes, the rules is inside yourself and it's the moral compass of the witch. But you know, before Wicca, there wasn't really a law that will say, well, you don't have to harm other people. Before, witches were pretty much loose, and again, it depended on their moral compass. But he created this very innovative way of seeing witchcraft that at the same time modernized witchcraft in and of itself, and it became so popular all around the world. So yes, he was odd, it was weird, it was absolutely eccentric considering the time he was living in, but at the same time, looked what he has built. Whether you liked it or not, you have to give credit where credit is due. And I feel this is your overall energy, pile number 2. You have the energy of a visionary, a luminaire, I want to say, to bring light and to remodernize something that perhaps is being abused or is being lost, or, you know, people are just not utilizing in the greatest way. This might be, sorry, I don't know why I'm blabbering, but this might be one of the prominent divine guidance that I'm hearing for you. So as tarot cards, I do have the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Then I have the Eight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in past, present, and in the future, the beautiful Nine of Cups. Now, for me, it is evident though that in order to feel this energy, which is you, this is your soul. That's why I want to separate it from these cards. The Fool is your soul, is where you're going, is where this divine guidance wants to lead you to this innovation, to this vision, to be indeed different in the world. But in order to do that, pile number 2, you really need to become stronger. With the Knight of Wands, you really need to not be afraid to share your opinion, even though they might be different from the masses. You really need to be that fierce knight that is so passionate about what he's doing that doesn't even matter if people don't agree in it of itself, you know? And that's a bit, I'm sorry, pile number 2, but the destiny of everybody that has original ideas, or everybody that it's a pioneer of some sort, like Gerald Gardner used to be. And in order to do that, in order to follow this divine guidance, not only passion will be required, which I think you already have. I think you're already in the process of saying, I don't want to do this thing anymore, or this is where I am, this is who I am, this is who I want to be with, and things like that. Like, I feel the energy of new beginning, it's already synced in within your own self. But at the same time, I feel because there is the Eight of Cups in the present, that you didn't walk out yet from whatever it is that you need to walk out. Now, what I mean in walking out, I don't necessarily refer to everything in your life. For instance, if you have an amazing relationship, I'm not asking you to walk out from an amazing relationship. Some of you, perhaps with the Nine of Cups, might have been recently, you might have found, especially also with the Fool, an amazing relationship for yourself. So obviously I'm not referring to that, but I'm referring to anything, and comment down below, let me know, to anything that you know you need to accept that it's the time to walk away, because it's not serving your greatest purpose anymore. And again, this could be a relationship as well, a situation, an environment, or even a thought, a belief. You know, you guys are so many, so fit the message where it needs to fit. And why I'm saying that is because, you know, I feel that maybe you don't believe in certain things anymore. What I feel for you, pile number 2, as this divine guidance with the Eight of Cups, I definitely feel that the thing that the angels are asking you to walk away from, it's a belief system more than anything, you know, materialistic, or anything like a relationship or a job. It's a belief system, because in my opinion, pile number 2, you have outgrown this belief system, and now you are ready, like Gerald Gardner was, you are ready to create your own, philosophy, to create your own set of rules that might benefit also other people. And the way you're going to do this is because right now, more than ever, pile number 2, you are determined, you're passionate, you're fiery, you're not scared anymore. But in the present, yet there is the Eight of Cups. So it is a time where you truly look at what you have done and you walk out. Even though I know it seems like you have built so much and this belief system was so strong in you and it was all that you knew, the angels are saying, pile number 2, well, actually, you only have 8 cups. What I want to give you, it's 9 cups above and beyond and more. And why I'm saying that, because the Nine of Cups is the minor arcana for the Star card, the illumination, the wish fulfillment, Aquarius, the water bearer, the bringer of light, the bringer of life. There is a manifestation coming through. And I'm going to tell you something more, pile number 2. This manifestation not only will be the confirmation that indeed you're doing correctly to have a new beginning and walking away, but will give you so much more energy, so much more determination, and you will feel that joy, that divine joy that translates into playfulness into action. And it is indeed about being playful where your energy lies. You must do something that makes you feel like a child again. You must do something that doesn't feel like work. And I am seeing, for some reason, pile number 2, this has to do with traveling as well, relocating, getting bored with things and starting new things. And specific message for the people who need to hear. I know that many people feel guilty, like they get bored about a job or a passion and they want to start something new, but they feel so guilty because of what they have built, and they're like, yeah, but I feel that I'm such an inconsistent person because I'm always starting something new. Well, let me tell you something. You know that some of the greatest genius of history of humanity, they were in this way. Think about somebody like Leonardo da Vinci. Imagine if Leonardo da Vinci would have trapped himself only into paintings. Was he an amazing genius painter? Of course he was. He was an amazing artist. But at the same time, do you know what he wrote to the king in Milano when he needed a job? It was like, he described every sort of technology, was able to think and create, and he only created one line and said, oh yeah, and I know how to paint, and I paint like everybody else. It's like, can you imagine the amount of like genius that you must be? Because he wasn't really, you know, focused in one thing. He was doing so many things. Like, he wanted to fly and create a machine to fly. He wanted to go underwater. He was centuries ahead. He was interested in fashion and the costume of the era, new techniques of paintings all the time. Like, he was an architect, a visionary, and this is the unlimited nature of the soul. It's us, human being, that we always have to cage ourselves into something because we feel that, oh, now that I am a famous YouTuber, or now that I am a famous businesswoman, businessman, I'm a witch, now I am defined, now I am successful. And this is not true. It is okay getting bored with something. It is okay to explore. It is okay to say, hey, this is what I built, and now I'm just gonna go and build something even better. And even if this has nothing to do with what I was doing before, it is okay. And actually, it's fantastic, it's playful, it's what always will make you younger and will make you feel connected to your soul, which is of an inner childish is a bad word, but like childlike nature in essence. So yet again, what is the divine guidance that I'm trying to conceive in this reading for you, pile number 2? Don't be afraid to leave something that it's over because you don't care anymore about it, because you're not passionate about it anymore. Don't be afraid to re-tap into your inner child that will lead you to new adventures, new passions, new beginnings, and a more playful nature, which is of your, it's your blueprint. Because in actuality, if you will go towards this direction, victory is assured with the 9 of Cups. You are going to have a true blessed life and a true blessed new beginning. You just have to take acceptance and courage in order to do this step. And I am seeing that this has nothing to do with the relationship. Actually, pile number 2, if you've been thinking about love, I see love very lucky for you, being also present the rose quartz. It could be yet again that you have found a soulmate recently, or very soon you will find, or if you are in an established bond, it's gonna get better and better and better. So don't be afraid to walk out from things that you have overgrown in order to create something completely new and possibly even more visionary. Now, let's see pile number 2. What is your answer from the angels? You're going in the right direction. I love that for you, pile number 2. You are going in the right direction, and funny enough, this hand is holding a rose quartz. So there you go. I feel love is amazing for you according to this divine guidance, and you are going in the right direction. I know it looks like you are leaving all of this gold behind and all of the things that you were interested before, and it all sounds and looks like a loss. But no, hey, you're going exactly in the right direction. this is where you're supposed to go. And you will see how much better you will feel and how much more abundance, joy, peace, and serenity you will attract towards you. It's already there energetically, because remember, tarot do read energy and they do read what is present, okay? And that's why they're capable to be so accurate about the future, because what we perceive as the future actually in spirit and in energy is already there. It's already happening, and that is why the cards can read it. Now let's get a clarifiers through the oracle. Soul retrieval, beautiful. Deep soul healing with the goddess. So you're very connected with your divine feminine energy, as well as the beautiful goddesses, which could be Hecate, Aradia, Diana, Osset, Sekhmet, any goddess that you feel connected to, okay? And the goddess is telling you, and I feel that these cards are so connected, the Eight of Cups and the soul retrieval. Not only they're saying you are going towards the right direction, pile number 2, but as a divine guidance, they are telling you it is time. It is time to use your light somewhere else. It is the time to retrieve and to say, hey, look what I've been doing. This has been amazing. Now, what I want to create next. And you access that full energy, your energy that is always able to come up with new, exciting, visionary ideas. Okay, this is what I see for you, pile number 2, in form of guidance. I hope this reading resonated. Comment down below, let me know your stories. Private readings are down below as well. And join my Patreon for extra content and all that we have built over there as a communities, because we have so much fun. And I'm going to post the February zodiac predictions very soon, as well as other videos. And subscribe in order to have more tarot reading in this channel. All right, and I see you guys later. Okay, pile number 3, you chose the beautiful Lapislazzuli stone. So this stone, obviously, for me at least, does represent the third eye and also the throat chakra to a certain extent. But in my opinion, Lapislazzuli is always connected to the third eye and the third eye activation. So it is clear to me, pile number 3, that most likely what is it that you need to hear as a divine guidance right away? I feel that there is like almost something that it's covering your eyes that you're not seeing, okay? So pile number 3, what I can tell you, looking at this crystal that you have selected, there is something that you are searching that it's not there yet, or that it's not clear yet. Sure, you could open your third eye doing meditation and all of that, but in my opinion, pile number 3, it is divine timing. Very soon, from the roots of the earth, this is what the angels are saying, that idea, that thing that you want, that you're trying to find, will come. So let's see what the cards are going to say about this. This card does represent the answers from the angels, and we're going to look at it at last. This is the oracle and clarifier, but what we're going to see initially are 3 cards: past, present, and future, and your overall energy with a major arcana. So let's find out, okay? Major arcana. The world, Kiki from the world. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I love that anime. It's so beautiful. But anyway, if you're not into anime, I think maybe you do want a cat, or your spirit guide or your spirit animal is the cat, or there is a cat right now that is protecting you at this time, or very soon you will find a cat. I'm not just saying it. Usually when I predict this stuff, it actually does come true. Like, there is a spirit animal, a soul friend, that it's coming in the look of a cat. It's coming to you. So this is very interesting. And with the world card, wow, you could be a witch, by the way, or you could be into law of attraction or energy work of some kind. Also with the Lapislazzuli could very much be. But this is beautiful, guys. This is a very, Sabrina type of energy for you. I feel that you have the capacity to have the world. I feel whatever endeavor you want to do, or you're looking to do, you don't know yet, okay? You're searching for something, pile number 3. you need to do this. Like, this is going to be so positive for you. And with the World card, it's not only about manifestation, abundance, success, reaping the rewards of perhaps hard work, but it does represent new beginning. Like, you are finally on top of the world. You're finally connected with all things. That's why the witch, that's why the magician, the alchemist. But this with the World card is more. It's like, I feel that as a blueprint, as an energy that is symbolizing you, this does represent the fact that you are finally coming full circle and you are doing exactly what you're supposed to do. And that's why the universe will reward you immensely if it didn't already. And if it did already a little bit, this is only the beginning. I love this energy for you. I feel could be even about rebranding, or is about new beginning of some sort. It's but more than a new beginning, like for the other piles where you are walking away from something perhaps and then initiating something new. For you, it's different, pile number 3. This is about going towards the next chapter of your life that it's even more fulfilling. This is the upgrade that you always wanted or that you are looking for. This is the level up. So for instance, if we're talking about a relationship, marriage is the next step. If we're talking about a marriage, having a baby is the next step. Perhaps if you're interested, or maybe, you know, having a stable business, whatever it might, you know, you guys are so many, could be so many things with the World card. But one thing is sure, you're leveling up your game and you're winning. That's the divine guidance that I'm hearing for you. Now let's find out the cards, okay? Let's see. Future, the Death card in the reversed. I don't read a lot reversed, but let's keep it in this way. Present, the Queen of Cups. And past, the Star. Wow, in the reversed. Now again, I don't read reversed, so let's put it in the way where this should be. Because reversed are only emphasis. It's almost like, for me, when I see tarot in the reverse, and I explain this in my e-course, You Are the Oracle, where I teach you guys how to read tarot professionally, I say that reverse are important, but at the same time, what is important is your relationship with the tarot, what they mean for you. And for me, when they are in the reverse, it's like, pay even more attention to the meaning of the cards, so I don't necessarily have to show them in reverse. I know what I'm talking, like, you know, I got a conversation over here with the cards in spirit, so you know. So Star card in the past, Queen of Cups, Death in the future, which is kind of peculiar because you will imagine death to be in the past, but this is very interesting. Listen, here's what it is with the Star card in the past. You had already a lot, and you are coming full circle to the peak of your success, or to some manifestation that you greatly wanted. We have 3 major arcana, so this could have been anything in regards also to creativity, content creation, or anything as such, okay? This is the Aquarius energy, and I feel that you have been already towards the right path and in the right decision for a long time, and that is why you're reaping off the success. But with the Queen of Cups and the Death card, there is more to come. This is your divine guidance. It's almost like the cards are saying, yeah, you think that you had a lot. You think that maybe because you're going to get marriage, or you're going to get what you want in terms of manifestation, or you already got what you want in terms of manifestation, that's it, you know, happiness, thick, check mark. No, there's so much more. And the more that is yet to come has to do with pile number 3, in my opinion, crowning you as a queen, crowning you as the authority of something. And that's why the World card. And with the Death card, ruled by Scorpio, by the way, and we have Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces with the Queen of Cups, for me, it has to do with ending what it is that you are doing with this Star card and starting something even more fulfilling, even more transformative, even more daring, because the Death card is ruled by Scorpio and the 8th house. So it is all about going deeper within yourself, discovering hidden things, discovering the esoteric. We do have a witch Kiki over here. And let me tell you something, the way you're going to go about it with Kiki the witch, it's going to be so adorable, so sweet, so cute. It's not going to be dark, okay? It's going to be full of light with the star and the Aquarius energy. And the Queen of Cups is going to be so tender-hearted that people are just going to love it, or people are going to be naturally attracted to you because of, you know, your sweetness, your cuteness, like Kiki the witch in the World card, if it makes sense. And with the Death card, it could be that this is a bit of a transformation, because even though you have been successful so far with the Star card in the past, the way you have put yourself up to the world might have been of an Aquarius nature. So it might have been more detached, more knowledgeable, more full of wisdom, but you weren't truly communicating with your heart as much as you're capable of. And right now that you're entering a next part of your life, a next level, you're becoming much more sensitive, much more open, much more you know, connected with the World card, with others as well as yourself and the world. And so this is going to be a huge transformation for you, but it's not one of those heavy Death card. That's why we had the Death card in the reverse. And it's not that you were that detached that people detest you or things like that. That's why we had the Star in the reverse. And you're going towards the right direction. Also, more specifically, for some others of you, with the Star in the reverse, the Queen of Cups and the Death card, it could be that for some others, again, that whatever it is that you have been doing in the past, the angels are telling you this has been a success, but you don't perceive it as a success, okay? It could have been even a relationship and you don't perceive it as a success. This has been a great success for you. Queen of Cups. You're entering right now your heart. You're entering right now a part of yourself that you didn't even know existed. And with the Death card in the reverse, you are transforming. And even though you think that you never were successful and this wasn't happening for you and this is a great loss and a failure, well, no, actually as a divine guidance for you, pile number 3, what the angels are saying is like, you don't even know what is coming next. You faced all of this just so you could open your heart and finally be ready for what we truly have for you. To finally be ready to open your heart to a bigger crowd, to a bigger community, to a bigger picture. And I am seeing for some reason for you, pile number 3, the 11th house in astrology. So check up your birth chart and see whether or not the 11th house is of any significance for you, or you might have some really interesting placement over there. But this is what I am seeing. So it could resonate differently, of course, for a lot of you. Comment down below, let me know your stories. But one thing is sure, generally speaking, what I'm seeing is that your heart is being healed and open. And so you're truly going towards the next big success in your life. So I wrote it down in my YouTube community the other day, I think, or some days ago. I said, listen, even though you might feel that you're failing right now, in actuality, you're not failing. You're just planning your next success. And this is what the angels are telling you, group number 3, in terms of guidance. You never were a failure. You never fail. It's just that I feel that the way you were putting yourself out wasn't truly resonating with who you are as a blueprint, as the core of yourself. But now, maybe due even to a relationship, a soulmate, or a soul family, community, whatever it might be for you, you have healed your heart. And this has allowed you to transform you so deeply. So even though this sounds like a farewell, this sounds like an ending, sounds, well, not really, Neyah was never really that successful. Well, again, yes, you were. It's just that you weren't seeing it in the way the angels are seeing it for you. And what it's going to be next, you're truly ready for, because you're truly ready to share your quirkiness, your cuteness, your kindness, your open, genuine heart, and that is where you truly are going to have success. Because let me tell you something that my husband showed me the other day about Vivekananda, and he used to say, which I completely agree. By the way, check my husband channel, Suprotim if you are interested in, you know, Hinduism, philosophy, yoga, spirituality at large. Anyway, he was showing me this article, okay, that Vivekananda wrote. Great guy. Let's put it this way. And he was saying, you know, there's so much honey around the world, like literally there's so much abundance. The problem is that us as human beings, we feel like we are the bee stuck to the honey, and the honey is becoming our prison rather than just being our nurturing, beautiful thing that we create for Earth, okay? And his point, long story short, was don't get attached to what you create. Don't get attached to the honey. The bee doesn't get attached to the honey, will be hell. But just give freely without attachment, because in actuality, when you just give, it is mathematical because of the way the universe is structured and the way spirit is, that you're going to produce honey. And the honey is going to serve, you know, the ecosystem, and you're going to get abundance out of that as well. And I feel this is also for you a message and a metaphor of the fact that you have healed your heart. Like, I feel right now you're not doing things because you necessarily have to be attached attached to the outcome, but you're just doing it. You're just doing it out of love. And this is exactly where you should be, because this is going to allow you to truly have abundance and truly have joy, which is of divine nature. And many of you might say, yeah, but whatever, you know, we have desires, so it's obvious that because we have desires, we're going to get attached to the outcome. It's absolutely understandable. True, but at the same time, do we want to live without having a consciousness? Like, I mean, there's so many things in life that are understandable if you just look at it in the perspective of our instinctual nature. But that doesn't mean that we as human beings cannot make an effort to elevate ourselves, you know? And that's the point of spirituality in a way, is to elevate with awareness and consciousness to better and a state of being. So yes, it's true, you do have desires that will lead you eventually to have attachment, but it's through the practice of spirituality that you let go of expectations and attachments, and you're able to open your heart and do things out of love. You're just giving it because you have these gifts and you're giving it to the world. You're good at it. Again, you're not a failure, and eventually it doesn't even matter what comes out of it, because you don't really own anything at the end of the day. And you're just going to have so much more when you release attachment, because there are so many infinite ways in which the universe can show you abundance, which doesn't have to be necessarily what you have planned with your mind, okay? It can be so much more. It can be, and what I mean by more is it can be something more fulfilling within yourself that can take the shape and form of money, relationship, inner joy, a community of friends. It could be so many things mixed together. So yes, releasing the attachment and not sticking up to the bee, like Vivekananda says, is so important. And I feel that you are there and you're understanding this point really, pile number 3. And because you have healed and opened your heart, you are ready to the next chapter of your life, which is going to be so abundant for you. Yet again, it's not like the other pile. I feel like this divine guidance should be entitled New Beginnings for All, but I feel for you it's more about leveling up, like I was saying before. Let's see the answers from the angel. Go, the time is right. I told you, and look how beautiful this card is. We have all the phases of the moon and the full moon in the middle of the clepsydra. And funny enough, by the time that I'm posting this video, there is going to be, I'm actually recording this video during the full moon in Leo. I just figured this out. Well, what clumsy person am I? Anyway, like, I feel so good for you guys, pile number 3. This is great. This is great. If you're watching this video by the time that I'm posting, the full moon could have been even later. This pick a card is timeless, but this is it. This is time. This is your time to reap off what you have worked on. This is your time to level up that relationship. This is your time with true harmony. It's gonna come, okay? And I don't want to, sugarcoat things or being in the delusional thinking. I'm not usually that type of reader, but hey, the cards are straightforward. And if you're resonating with this file, claim it. Comment down below, I claim my abundance, and go for it. The time is right. The time is for you. You have worked for this. No, you're not a failure. Go ahead and level up your life, because it's truly, truly meant to be for you, this reading, okay? Let's see your clarifiers with the oracle. Life restored. Oh my God, I got the chills. I know I should be more professional in my readings, but hey, if If you know me for quite a while, you know how I am. I get easily excited. So we do have life restored. How beautiful this card is. Priestess of the Phoenix. I love this energy for you, pile number 3. Priestess of the Phoenix. Well, we all know that the Phoenix rises from their own ashes, and that's why I'm telling you, yes, true, we do have the Death card, and yes, true, you might have felt like, what the heck Neyah is on about? I'm not feeling like a success at all. You are, and very soon you're gonna see why, because maybe you are truly going to be blessed by the universe, that because of this full moon in Leo, which reminds me a lot even of the Phoenix, you know, the roar of the lion, and we do have a feline. In fact, in the World card, I told you, you're connected to the cat, you're connected to felines. Your life will be restored. And this is because you have to heal your heart. You have been through maybe a lot with the Star card in the reverse, and now that finally you have overcome your challenges, your heart is open, you're just giving out of love with pure joy in your heart. Now you are ready. Now you're truly ready for the harvest. You're truly ready to claim this abundance that it's gonna come to you. And this is your leveling up. This is your life restored after so much struggles. And yes, go for it. This is the time for entering new plans, entering new projects. For instance, if you wanted to, I like leveling up anything in your life, yet again, marriages, relationships, kids, jobs, upgrading something, starting a YouTube channel, or starting a new business, starting a blog. I don't know, you guys are so many. Comment down below, share some stories, okay? I love to hear from you because it makes sense after I do this reading. But whatever it is that you have in your mind, go ahead and do it. That it's not only a blessing, it's your life restored. And yes, this is the right time. You want to do it right now. You don't want to miss the chance, okay? And you will see that you will be in a new part of your life that is so much abundant, so much more abundant. It could be even connection to the world, connection to the internet, and maybe it is about also being in another place in the world, perhaps, and that's where you're gonna find your fortune. Think about it, let me know in the comment section down below. And remember, if you want my extra content, which includes more predictions, you can go ahead and join my Patreon. We have a lovely community over there. And in case you might need my help for private readings, also the link is down below through my Etsy shop. And I see you guys later in another of my Divine Guidance tarot reading. And thank you so much for being here with me today. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. Comment down below, share your stories, and I see you guys later in another of my tarot reading. Thank you so much, and keep in mind, you're never wrong if you follow love. Bye!